$717 million is standing by your name, waiting, shimmering like a beacon of possibility, a force of nature that refuses to be ignored, and yet, here you are, hesitating, perhaps thinking this is some kind of trick, a fleeting mirage in the desert of your daily routine. But let me tell you something, opportunity doesn't knock twice, and sometimes it doesn't knock at all, sometimes it simply appears. A fleeting moment in the endless river of time, and if you don't grasp it, it vanishes. Evaporates, dissolves into the ether of what might have been, leaving only the weight of regret, and the memory of a decision you didn't make, a choice you left unclaimed, a destiny that passed you by because you were too afraid. Too distracted, too comfortable in the shadows of your own doubts. 5 minutes, that's all it takes, literally, to change everything, to step from the mediocre monotony of yesterday into the brilliant chaos of your future, to see that your life is not meant to be small, incremental, pedestrian, it is meant to be colossal, exponential, a testament to what happens when courage meets clarity, and action meets preparation, and heart meets vision. Because those $717 million are more than money, they are the embodiment of every dream you've ever whispered into. The dark, every ambition that has kept you awake at 2 a.m., every promise you made to yourself that you would rise above the ordinary. And they are saying, in no uncertain terms, now is the time, now is the moment, now is the window in which your life can pivot, accelerate, erupt into something magnificent, something undeniable, something that will make you, when you look back decades from now, proud that you did not hesitate, that you did not falter, that you seized the lightning when it struck, because life will not wait, and fortune, like the wind, is indifferent to those who linger, and only favors the decisive, the bold, the relentless. Imagine standing at the threshold of this moment, feeling the weight of possibility in your hands, imagining the doors it can open, the people it can help, the lives it can transform. Not just yours, but those around you, because true wealth is not measured in dollars alone, but in impact, in courage, in the refusal to settle for less than you are capable of achieving, and so those $717 million, whether literal or symbolic, represent the ultimate test of your willingness to act, to move, to claim what is waiting, to trust that you are deserving, that you are capable, that you are ready, because hesitation, even for a moment, could let this vanish, could let the universe's rarest gift slip through your fingers, and you know deep down, in that quiet voice that is usually drowned out by excuses, that 5 minutes is nothing, 5 minutes is a heartbeat, 5 minutes is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Between regret and triumph, between the life you live and the life you were meant to live, and so you breathe, steady yourself, visualize the door opening, feel the energy coursing through your veins, recognize that fear is only the guardian of what is precious, the final test, the last gate before abundance, and then you move, decisively, courageously, purposefully, knowing that the action itself is transformative, that each step you take toward this opportunity, toward this promise, toward this vision of what is possible, builds momentum, belief, and clarity, because the universe responds to those who act, who demonstrate faith in their own potential, and the moment you choose to embrace it. To open it, to say yes to possibility, the $717 million, real or metaphorical, manifest or imagined, becomes yours, not just in currency, but in confidence, in vision, in the undeniable knowledge that you are capable of receiving greatness, and that greatness is not a matter of luck, but of courage, decisiveness, and the refusal to let fear dictate the terms of your life. And then, as the seconds tick down, as the countdown looms, you realize that the 5 minutes were never about the money, they were about you, about your willingness to claim your destiny, to step into the arena of your own potential, to recognize that waiting, hesitation, procrastination, doubt, they are thieves. And only action, bold, immediate, fearless action, can restore what is rightfully yours, and as you reach forward, click, open, say yes, claim, acknowledge, embrace, you feel the surge of empowerment, the exhilaration of having dared, of having trusted, and in that instant, you are no longer the person who hesitates, who wonders, who fears, you are the person who acts, who believes, who transforms, who turns possibility into reality, and the $717 million, while extraordinary, pales in comparison to the extraordinary realization that you, in this single moment, have become the architect of your own life, the master of your own fate, the hero of your own story, and that every moment, every second, every heartbeat moving forward, carries the imprint of this decisive action, this courage, this willingness to leap, to claim, to trust that life rewards those who step into its flow, and you know, with an unshakable certainty, that from this moment on, you will never again allow opportunity to pass unclaimed, that hesitation has been defeated, that fear has been confronted, and that the door to abundance, success, fulfillment, and extraordinary possibility will always remain open to you, because you learned, in these 5 minutes, that greatness is not gifted, it is claimed, earned, embraced, and that in every choice, every decision, every action, you are writing the story of your life. And now, having chosen, having acted, having seized the moment, you are no longer waiting, no longer wishing, no longer wondering, because the $717 million, while dazzling, are merely a reflection of the truth you now embody, that you are capable of more than you ever imagined, that your potential is limitless, that every second is a chance to rise, and that your life, from this moment forward, is a testament to courage, decisiveness, and the unwavering belief that you are meant to succeed, thrive, and shine beyond measure, and that every moment, every breath, every choice henceforth is infused with the knowledge that opportunity, when recognized and seized, transforms not just circumstances, but the very person you are, elevating you to heights that once seemed impossible, proving, beyond doubt, that when you act, when you trust, when you commit fully, the universe conspires to reward your courage, and that the $717 million, standing by your name, waiting for you to claim them, vanish if ignored, but the courage, clarity, and determination you have discovered in these 5 minutes will never vanish, never fade, and will carry you into a life beyond even your wildest dreams. A life that is yours, fully, decisively, magnificently. And now, as the seconds slip past, you feel the pulse of time, relentless, unforgiving, and yet full of promise, a reminder that life never waits, that every heartbeat carries within it both risk and reward, that every choice you make, no matter how small, is a thread in the tapestry of your destiny, and the $717 million are more than just a number, they are a mirror reflecting your own readiness. Your willingness to step into the arena of possibility, to shed the chains of hesitation, to break free from the inertia that has held you back, perhaps for years, perhaps for decades, and in this very moment, you understand something profound, that waiting is a silent thief, that procrastination is a cunning adversary. That fear is nothing more than a shadow you have the power to dispel, and that 5 minutes, fleeting as they are enough to teach you a lesson you could not learn in a lifetime of comfort, of safety, of indecision, because the universe, in its mysterious and sometimes ruthless way, offers you glimpses of greatness, of abundance, of transformation, and it waits only for those who have the courage to reach forward, to claim, to say yes when others hesitate, and as your mind races, as your heart pounds, as your breath catches in the thrill of possibility, you realize that this moment, this exact heartbeat, is the hinge on which your entire life can swing, that one decision, one act, one leap of faith, can carry you from the ordinary into the extraordinary, from the mundane into the miraculous, from the shadows of doubt into the radiant light of confidence and action, and it is in this realization, sharp and electric, that you find clarity, that you find focus, that you understand that the $717 million are not just waiting, they are challenging you, daring you, testing you, saying, "Are you ready to rise? Are you ready to become the person who acts when it matters most? Are you ready to embrace your potential fully, unreservedly, without fear?" And the answer, though it trembles at first, begins to crystallize within you, a quiet, unyielding certainty, yes. Yes, you are, yes, you have always been, yes, this moment is yours to seize, to shape, to transform into the foundation of a life that is bold, abundant, purposeful, and magnificent, and as you take a deep breath, steady your mind, center your focus, you feel something extraordinary happening inside you, a shift, a spark, a surge of courage that you did not know you possessed, and in that spark, you recognize a truth. That opportunities like this, whether literal or symbolic, come rarely, fleetingly, and only to those who are willing to act, and now you are among them, now you are awake, now you are present, now you are ready, and as you move, as you reach, as you claim, as you act, you understand that this is not about money alone, not about wealth, not about external reward, it is about belief, about confidence, about stepping fully into your own power, and in doing so, you realize that the $717 million are merely a symbol, a catalyst, a reminder of what is possible when courage meets opportunity, when preparation meets timing, when heart meets action. And as you press forward, as you open the door, as you step into the flow of possibility, you feel yourself transformed, uplifted, elevated, and you know, with unwavering certainty, that from this moment on, hesitation will no longer dictate your path, that doubt will no longer hold sway over your decisions. That fear will no longer paralyze your potential, because you have experienced the clarity, the urgency, the power of acting decisively when it matters most, and in this realization, you discover something even more valuable than any sum of money, the unshakable truth that you are capable, deserving, powerful, and that your life, from this instant forward, can be the life you have always imagined, full of purpose, abundance, and extraordinary possibility, and you smile, because in this single act, in this single decision, you have claimed not just $717 million, but your destiny, your confidence, your courage, and your unwavering commitment to live boldly, fully, and without regret. And as the seconds tick away, as the 5 minutes dissolve into memory, you know that this moment, though fleeting, will echo through the rest of your life, a reminder that greatness is never given, it is claimed, it is seized, it is embraced, and you, in your decisive action, have claimed it, seized it, embraced it, and in doing so, you have become unstoppable, undeniable, and ready to face whatever comes next with the unshakable knowledge that you have the power, the courage, and the will to turn every opportunity, every challenge, every fleeting chance, into a stepping stone toward the life you deserve, the life you were meant to live, the life that begins the moment you choose to act and never look back.